guys, Level Cap here with more Battlefield 3 gameplay. Here's your base jump for ya.
I see you base jumping, it looks so cool.
And there you go. Alright. Kind of exciting, fun finally to actually see it. But I got something even better for you later in this clip. So this is Damavand Peak, and our Damavand Peak, I don't know how you say it, people are saying it different ways, but anyway, the base jump map. And the defenders on this get a, I forgot what it's called, it's the small scout helicopter for the Russians, and they use it for defense, but if they don't have flares, then they're screwed when you get a Stinger. And so you can see just one Stinger missile got me a kill there, took out the whole helicopter. Now the first two bases on this map when assaulting are in pretty wide open areas. You end up in a smaller base which has the MCOM stations, but on your way there you're basically descending a hillside which has got very limited cover, kind of rocky, a few bushes, and if the defending team knows what they're doing, it's going to be really hard to get down that hillside. So this can actually be a really brutal map to play on if you're up against people who at least have kind of an idea of what they're doing. And on defense, if you do have infrared flares for that scout helicopter, you can just tear up infantry coming down that hillside. So here I am assaulting. This is actually the second base. This is the one where if we cap this, then we base jump down to the third base, and then the final base is in the tunnel at the very end. And it's very cool looking. This is one of the more atmospheric maps, or at least the atmosphere is very different from the other maps, because when you're high up in the hills you feel the wind, or you hear the wind rushing past you, and you see the trees swaying in the wind, and it just looks very cool. It's like an environment that you're not used to seeing in a Battlefield game for sure. And as I discovered, that little spot behind the wall there is actually really great for defending MCOM Station B. And my teammates are good enough to take out A on their own. And so yeah, we cap this. Now we gotta clean up. And as you can see, there's a helipad to my left, and two helicopters spawn here up here, and you can either jump off the cliff or you can get in a helicopter. And you know what, I'm a helicopter guy, so I'm gonna wait for the Litte Bird right here. And this is, I think this is the first time I ever gotten a Litte Bird, and take no time to warm up with it. As you can see, I'm gonna put it into a straight nosedive, just go straight down off this cliff, and this is the way to freaking assault the next base. Base jumping is cool, but this is cooler. And figuring out the guns on this thing, you'll notice the targeter actually moves slightly differently, so it's trying to like anticipate based on your movement where the bullets are gonna land. And check this out, triple kill. All the guys on the roof right there just got mowed down with my Litte Bird's minigun. Now here's a clip, and I'll save you guys the trouble of learning this on your own. But the Super Huey cannot pull out of dives. So here I am trying to do the same thing I did in Litte Bird, and absolutely no pull-up ability on that. So try not to do that, and kill all your teammates who were with you for the ride. So after you manage to take out the third base at the bottom of the cliff, then combat progresses into this really big tunnel. I think there's like 3 main hallways in the tunnel, and then there's also 2 side hallways. They're very narrow little corridors on either side. So there's many ways to approach the tunnel, and if you stick around for the very end of the video, you'll see one way not to approach the tunnel. But yeah, the switching of the environments is very cool. I think Damavand Peak pulls it off better than any other map in an assault game. I mean, you're going from wide open, airy hillsides to jumping off a peak into sort of an industrial mining facility, and then you move into the mining cave, which again is an entirely different environment, very dark and lots of weird blue lights, and it looks very cool and it's a lot of fun. So this map's very cool, and it's going to the top of my list of my favorite maps to play. You'll notice a lot of guys go into the hallways in this, and they just clump up. It gets pretty bad. Watch these guys here. I mean, he's just an easy kill right there. All you got to do is aim for the end of the tunnel if you're on defense and shoot RPGs and chuck nades. It turns into a major clusterfuck in here, so I try not to do it too much. You got 3 main tunnels to go in. They are a little more exposed, so you really got to know what you're doing. I think there's guys can hide under that dump truck there. There's lots of cool little dark areas to hide in here, and cool ways to assault. I really like the end of this map. Yeah, of course it would be awesome to be able to drive one of those dump trucks, but I understand the balance issues that DICE, I'm sure, chose not to make that an available vehicle in this game. Not to mention, I'm sure, you know, it's a little more complicated than your average stick shift. Now later you do unlock the M4, which is very similar to the M4A1, which is what this gun is. But the M4 has a burst fire mode, and it is incredibly accurate in burst fire mode, and I really like that gun a lot. In fact, it's probably my current favorite weapon to use, and I'm going to play around with that as much as possible and try and unlock as much weapons as I can as possible, and then tell you guys about it. So I think that about does it for this video. We do end up winning, so thanks for watching, guys. If you like this, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. This is Level Cap signing off.